Welcome, 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 beautiful hearts. We are here ready to enter into the Telos transmission of the Jade Temple. I'm with Hilary Faye, who is a beautiful Reiki master, animal communicator, galactic healer, and so much more. Hi, Hilary. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Hello, Loren. Hello, beautiful souls.
Beautiful souls. So let's just take a moment and come into the heart space, taking a deep breath because this is our heart coherence. And as we open to this coherence, the quantum field is more present with us, and our creation of creativity is online, and also our receiving antennas are here accessing the information. So, just a few deep breaths, and we can already feel the love that we are. Okay, Hillary, this is a beautiful journey into Telos, and it warms all of our hearts, I can tell. Share with us what we're going to experience today.
Oh, I'm so excited for this session today. It's going to be a really special one. We will be working with the frequency bandwidths of the dimensions of consciousness. Because these dimensions of consciousness they are really like energetic fields that we can access and we can tune into for so many benefits. So, a big part of what we'll be experiencing is a multidimensional healing and deepening that ability to connect through the 12 frequencies of dimensions. And through this, we will be journeying into the Great Jade Temple in Telos in the inner earth of Mount Shasta. And Mount Shasta really is. It's a portal to the divine, a magic mountain, one of the most important and significant places on earth, the root chakra of the earth. And there are many very special Lemurian temples and sanctuaries within Telos, within Mount Shasta, and we will be connecting to the energy of the Great Jade Temple and receiving this multidimensional healing within the Great Jade Temple, which I'm really looking forward to.
We can already feel the frequencies actually. Just when you say the word, the Lemurian and inner earth, that right there touches so many of our hearts. I would love to hear in the chat how many really resonate with that word, Lemuria, because if you do, that is awakening ancient DNA within you or dormant DNA within you. It is truly a calling, and it is a frequency that is in the etherics of our planet, and that we, through our love of Lemuria, is helping to anchor back onto the planet. I know for myself that word Lemuria was an activator. 30 years ago, it was an activator in my life. And so we hope that it is activating you as well. So thank you. I see lots of beautiful comments coming in on that. So, Hillary, this is amazing, and we're so excited to take this journey with you. So, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you.
Wonderful. Should we go right into the transmission or should I go into some of the teachings that I've been receiving on the dimensions? I wonder.
Ah, the 12 dimensions. Let's start there. Let's start
Okay.
there because many people would like to understand how we begin to decipher or sense those dimensions. They're all here with us, right? And so, what does that mean when we tune into them? Share with us. Then we'll go into that transmission. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. I love that flow. That's what I was feeling because I've been spending a lot of time communing with the beings of Telos, including the higher dimensional benevolent fairies, the animal spirits, the Lemurians, the ascended masters, the higher dimensional benevolent star beings, and really tuning in to how it's such an important time, even as we're getting closer to the 8/8 portal, as well, as we're now about 2 days away from entering Leo season, that we're feeling a call in the heart and the soul to be able to access the multidimensional frequency. And the benefits of being able to access the multidimensional frequency are that we have greater emotional resilience when we're not kind of locked into maybe just 3D or just 4D. We feel more calm, more grounded. We have the ability to navigate any challenges that may arise, knowing that we have all of the resources without getting overwhelmed. We have clearer intuition and purpose so that inner guidance and the guidance from our teams of light really begins to sharpen. We feel the benefits of the healing work that we're doing, including unwinding density, old emotional patterns from the energetic field. We feel more connected to Gaia, and we feel more expanded in our creativity and manifestation. So I know a lot of us can occasionally get kind of locked into the third dimensional struggles, and really the human soul, our souls, as we are having this human incarnation, we are meant to be able to access the full bandwidth of the divine. And what I've been receiving a lot is the teachings that the dimensions of consciousness are not like a ladder to climb, or they're not like a portal where we have to go through one and into another, that they really are frequency fields. And part of the healing we're doing in the Jade Temple is a multidimensional healing so that we have more access to the full bandwidth of these layers of multidimensional fields and all of the benefits that they bring us. Because the energy we're in right now is the ascension process is not that we're trying to escape the third dimension of consciousness, but it's that we have this expanded access. And you can kind of think of it a like tuning into a radio frequency, and how maybe different radio channels may bring different benefits. Like, okay, if I, let's say there, or even videos on YouTube, okay, if I'm going to play this video that's earth frequencies and grounding binaural beats, what am I going to get from that? Otherwise, if I'm going to play something that is more seventh dimensional, which is like crystal bowls and sound healing frequencies, what kind of expansion or connection will I get to that? Just as we're maybe turning a dial on the radio, or maybe choosing, okay, today I want to feel more connected to the core iron crystal, or today I want to feel more connected to the sacred geometries within the sixth dimension of consciousness, then we have that access. And it's not even just choosing what you want for the whole day, it's even moment by moment. And in that, what I've been shown by the Lemurian high priestesses and the Lemurian councils is that this is what brings deeper connection, higher joy, deeper peace, and really that empowerment. And it's something that I know a lot of people really want to connect to, that multidimensional being, that multidimensional light body. And this is a lot of what's been coming through. And I'll share a little bit about the dimensions as well too, just a brief overview and kind of how they can benefit us, because that's what I've been really tuning into with the teams of light, is how we can, one, understand these dimensions of consciousness more, but how they can really benefit us in our human experience and the challenges that we're experiencing in our day-to-day life. So the first dimension is the core iron crystal. And when we're grounded, we have deeper energetic stability. We're grounded into the core of earth, and the more grounded we are, the more that we can manifest. The more grounded we are, the easier it is to connect to these higher dimensions of consciousness. So, grounding is really so important for nervous system regulation, for overall healing. The second dimension is from the core iron crystal in the center of the earth, from there to the crust of the earth where we walk around, and that is the crystalline kingdom that holds the elemental intelligence. It is said that all healing is available within the crystalline kingdom. It holds the Davic realms, it holds elemental forces, all of these microbes. And this is where we can activate more ancestral healing. This is where we can receive more DNA healing, healing with the crystals, with the plants. The third dimension is linear time and human duality. This is where we manifest to learn um, learn how to strengthen our boundaries, learn discernment, learn integrity within the physical form. And one reminder that I keep getting again and again is that humanity, we are the keepers of the third dimension of consciousness, and we are the ones who have the ability to create. Our thoughts, our beliefs, our energy literally influence the third dimensional reality that we receive, that we see around us. The fourth dimension is often referred to as the dimension of all thoughts ever thought, thought consciousness, but it's also where we have emotional alchemy and astral navigation, where we can work with dream recall, lucid dreaming, and also where we can really become more conscious in what thoughts we want to choose because all thoughts are available to us. Sometimes you may even be thinking thoughts, and let me know in the chat if this has happened and you're like, I wonder if this is even my own thought. But you could be in that fourth dimensional emotional consciousness, and the the thought forms that you're connecting to and where we can consciously navigate what we want to choose to connect to. And just as Loren began this call really talking about heart field coherence, we navigate from with that fourth dimensional reality of all thoughts into the dimension of unity consciousness, what the yogis call samadhi. When we're living that fifth dimensional consciousness, we are in heart field coherence, emotional coherence, accessing deeper intuition. The sixth dimension is the dimension of geometric light and template design. So once we enter that sixth dimension consciousness, this is where we're more creating our lives on the energetic level, accessing the soul templates and divine architecture. The seventh dimension is best accessed through sound healing like crystal bowls, and this is where we connect to light, sound, and divine expression. The eighth dimension is the dimension of the universal mind and the codes of creation. So when we get into these higher dimensions, we're really learning how to, through our oneness with the divine, we become more conscious creators, what we want to create in our lives as this deepens. With the ninth dimension is really the galactic oversoul union, where we are one with that 144 of our oversoul, one with the cosmic heart. The 10th dimension is again working with that divine architecture and the solar logos. The 11th dimension is the cosmic source, and what they I was shared, it's the no thingness that is the all in all. Cosmic source, the no thingness that is the all in all. And then the 12th dimension is really the realm of completion and that Christed or crystalline consciousness. And when we tune in to be able to access the frequency bandwidth that we as humanity have the ability to almost like changing a dial on the radio station to attune ourselves to these frequency bandwidths of the dimensions. When we do, we experience so much more oneness with the divine, oneness with our teams of light, that clarity to really be able to create what we want in our lives, to call the healing into our lives. And I really love thinking about it in that way or seeing it in that way, that we have access to all of these frequency fields. And we're going to be tuning in even more to that in this transmission within the Great Jade Temple, which the Great Jade Temple was a physical temple in Lemuria. And with the fall of Lemuria, when many Lemurians prepared the energy, prepared the inner earth of Mount Shasta to make that their new home, they brought in the energetic frequency of the Great Jade Temple into Telos. So thank you for listening to all that. I've been spending countless hours meditating, channeling, receiving all of this information on the dimensions of consciousness. It's just something I have been studying for over probably 15 years. And it's, I'm being shown so much more about it. And I think we're all tapping into that. It's something that's awakening within all of us right now, whether we're fully aware of it or not.
Yes, and as we hear people journeying to 12D for higher consciousness, the templates, we're bringing them back to be expressed on Earth. That's really amazing. And so that's unique for everyone, right? As we can access those dimensions. So we're going to do that. We're going to be multidimensional in our program today and the transmission today. And we can feel that and see what we get. I encourage people to, as they come into this space, to journal and write down what you receive in the form of messages, because that is information that's much like a dream and it'll waft away. And we may think in the midst of it, yeah, I'll remember that, but it's best to write it down so we can anchor it and have it with us. There is a question coming in from the chat. The 12D, are the dimensions corresponding with the 12 chakras? What do you know about that?
Yes, they definitely do. They definitely do. And it's
Okay.
beautiful to be able to, when we're connecting with the 12 dimensions, to connect with the 12 chakras as well. There's different kind of schools of thought on which I've been doing some research as well and reading some different books like The Alchemy of the Nine Dimensions, which is an incredible book by Barbara Handclough that I did read for the first time, I believe, over 10 years ago, but I've been rereading it, and she even says that they are, but they definitely are. I've been tuning into that as well too. I've been compiling what is now a 55-page PDF where there's 11 points for each dimension, including which dimension, an introduction to the dimension, which temple within Telos helps us connect to that dimension, which chakra is connected to the dimension. I'm preparing to go to Mount Shasta for my 40th birthday, and this has kind of been in preparation of that. And what are all of the benefits for connecting to that dimensional frequency? And what are the ways to kind of tune in, to attune ourselves, to tune that dial into the dimensional frequency? So that's been really fun. And in there, it definitely shares about the chakras and the dimensions as well.
Wow. How do people get a hold of that PDF?
That's part of what is actually being offered in the training in Mount Shasta and the live stream that Lauren is hosting, that she
Okay.
offered to host. That's something that the guides told me that anybody who joins that in person or via live stream will receive it right after the 4 day is completed. And this is for the 8-8 portal as well. They really wanted people who choose to join, which I can share more about it later, to come in really present, not filled with all of the information, because there will be
Okay, yeah.
transmissions for each dimension. But then instead of feeling like they have to take so many notes, there's this again, like 11 points for each dimension, how we can connect to it, what the benefits are, what the chakras are, what temple within Telos helps us hold that dimensional frequency within us. It's been really a fun thing to work on. Lots of channeling, lots of research, lots of fun with the Lemurian councils.
Wow, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that and receiving that information and sharing it with all of us. And it does make perfect sense to appear in presence so that we can first feel and experience, and then our mind, our brain can come along and get more clarity as it always loves to do, right? So,
Yeah.
all right, that's really precious. We're going to talk, we have something very special about that live stream and the in-person. We're going to talk about that later. But first, let's do this energetic transmission, this journey to the Jade Temple, to the soul of our remembrance of Lemuria through the Telos portal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see a question. Many want to lie down in this transmission. What do you say to that?
You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. Any position that people want to make their way into now is perfect. Lying down, sitting, anything that feels good to you. Everyone can receive a few moments now to make themselves comfortable if they need to grab a pillow or maybe a blanket or anything like that. And as people are making themselves comfortable, the frequencies are already coming through. I'm working with a Lemurian quartz crystal that really loves to beam this frequency and help us connect. And yeah, as everyone's maybe spend another minute or so adjusting in any way that you may need for the transmission. As you do, I will share a little bit more about the majesty of Mount Shasta. So that's what we're connecting to. So Mount Shasta, I know many of you know this, but it's in Northern California, very north, about 60 miles south of the Oregon border. It's the cone of an extinct volcano that is over 14,000 feet above sea level. So it's the largest volcanic peak in the continent of the United States. A woman who is a guide who I connected with in Mount Shasta said that the natives believe it is the most important mountain on earth because it holds our place in the cosmos. It holds Earth's place in the cosmos, and it really is a portal to the divine. It's known as a magic mountain. It's a mystic power source for Earth. Many believe it's the embodiment of the great central sun. The reason it is a mystic power source for Earth is because it's a beacon of light that feeds the light grid of the mountain. And when we connect now to the mountain, you may feel this deep homecoming. When I was there, I really felt that I was home because you felt called to join this call because you have connected with the frequency of Mount Shasta or had lifetimes within Telos. So, Telos is a living library, an interdimensional crystalline city. It's known as a world within a world. It's a fifth and higher dimensional civilization. When Mount Shasta was an active volcano, which it's no longer active, but when it was, the volcanic activity created many tunnels and caverns, which now is this sort of inner earth and interplanetary telos. which is also a multidimensional galactic portal. So whenever we connect to Telos, we are connecting to the multidimensional consciousness. And again, I already mentioned that in Lemuria, there was the Great Jade Temple, and they brought this frequency into Telos before the fall of Lemuria so that this could be accessed. So I invite you now, if your eyes are not already closed, I hope that's giving you your mind some things to chew on as far as Mount Shasta and Telos so that you can really prepare to receive this healing transmission. I have one hand on my Lemurian quartz, another hand on my lapis lazuli, but of course we will be working with the jade frequency as well. So I invite you to receive a nice deep breath, softly closing the windows of your eyes. And this transmission has been prepared with 11 members, 11 Lemurian master healers and high priestesses. One thing they always want to share is that, yes, we can travel to the Great Jade Temple, but the energy of Mount Shasta, Telos, and the Jade Temple can also travel to us because it is multidimensional energy. So I invite you to receive a few deep breaths, breathing into your heart, setting your intention for what you may be desiring to heal, to release, to activate within the Great Jade Temple frequency. And now, 11 Lemurian high priestesses are dropping into the room to surround you in ceremony now. They are holding something within their hands, and this is the immortal flame of healing, which holds the light of healing for the planet. The immortal flame of healing is constantly nurtured by the angelic kingdom, by the Holy Spirit, by the Lemurian people. They are now placing the immortal flame of healing within your heart and anchoring the frequency fields of the Great Jade Temple around you now. Receiving the immortal flame of healing in your heart. They're also placing the immortal flame of healing in your root chakra and your crown chakra. We're going to work with 3 tubes of light now. So breathe all the way down to your hips. And we're going to drop a tube of light from your tailbone, extending that tube of light all the way down through what you're sitting on, through all layers of floor underneath you, into the crystalline kingdom, the second dimension, plugging all the way into the pink diamond in the core iron crystal, plugging in, turning on, and feeling that communion with the second and first dimension of consciousness, knowing you can't do it wrong. See if you can stay with your breath, a circular breath after each inhale, going right into the exhale. When that exhale is complete, going right back into the inhale. And then breathing your awareness to the crown of the head. And we're going to extend a tube of light up from the crown, extending it up at the speed of light to plug into the heart of the Creator, the light of Source. And that connection is being made now, and you can breathe the source light into the crown, into the mind, into the whole head, down into the heart. Breathing the Mother Earth love up the tube of light into the root, into the heart. One more breath into the heart, breathing in the love from above and below. Holding in the heart for a moment, hold the inhale. And as you exhale, the Lemurian Council is going to help you extend a tube of light from your heart all the way to the magic mountain, the majesty of Mount Shasta, entering into the portal to Telos, entering into the great Jade temple, and connecting to the immortal flame of healing. This connection is made, so be aware you are surrounded by 11 Lemurian high priestesses. You have a tube of light connected to the core iron crystal, the first dimension. You have a tube of light connected to the heart of Source. And you have a tube of light connected into Telos, into the great Jade temple, into the immortal flame of healing. These 3 tubes of light prepare you energetically to astral travel into the Jade Temple. So we're going to ask now if your astral body has been out traveling. We call your astral body back to you. And then one of the 11 Lemurian high priestesses will take the hand of your astral body and then follow the tube of light from your heart, following that tube of light all the way to Northern California, following that tube of light all the way to Shasta. The Lemurian high priestess opens a golden door, a portal into Telos, and guides you into the great Jade Temple now, where you feel the presence of the angelic kingdom, the Holy Spirit, the Lemurian people. Your astral body is invited to sit or lay down on the jade now, communing with the frequency of jade. Jade helps transmute irritability, unbeneficial thought forms, and soothes the mind. It helps heal the heart from feelings of guilt, And it's very physically healing, very protective. So breathing in the jade frequency and then approaching the immortal flame of healing. We are asking now that the immortal flame of healing fills your astral body as it also flows through the tube of light directly into your heart chakra, into your physical heart. And the multidimensional healing is being activated now. Harmonizing anything that may have been in the way of you being able to access your 12-dimensional frequency field bandwidth, being able to embody the energy of the 12 dimensions and all the benefits they bring into your life. Count 5 more deep breaths. Breathing in the multidimensional healing. Breathing the healing of the immortal flame and the jade essence into your intention. Feeling the blessings of Adama, the high priest of Telos, all of the benevolent, higher dimensional beings of Telos, including the ascended masters, the angels, the violet flame angels, the water dragons, the violet flame dragons, the fairies, the animal spirit guides, the Arcturians, Palladians, Lyrans, one more long, deep breath, inviting your astral body to soak in the infinite energy supply of the great jade temple and the immortal flame of healing. And now your Lemurian guide in a moment will prepare where you will follow that tube of light, following the tube of light, taking a moment to visualize and see the crystalline city of Telos, the temples, the architecture. Receiving another breath as you step out of Telos, floating out of Mount Shasta, and then your Lemurian guide following the tube of light all the way back, holding the jade healing frequency, the multidimensional healing frequency, the immortal flame of healing. And on the next inhale, your astral body arrives back at your physical body, and the feet of your astral feet enter your physical feet, filling them with this light, this deeper multidimensional connection. As the knees of your astral knees enter your physical knees, hips and hips, shoulders and shoulders, head and head, receiving a breath, knowing that the Lemurian Council will stay with you, continuing this healing for the rest of our time together. And you can keep these three tubes connected. The tube of light from the heart to the immortal flame in the Jade Temple. The tube of light from your crown to the heart of the Creator. And the tube of light from your tailbone to the pink diamond and the core iron crystal, connecting to the second and first dimension for as long as you wish. Receiving another deep breath to integrate. And when you're ready, you can gently, softly wiggle the fingers and the toes. That wiggling helps recalibrate the nervous system and the jade frequency, the multidimensional healing frequencies, the multidimensional bandwidth, the immortal flame through the nervous system. And then when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes as we give so much gratitude to this healing, knowing that your teams of light are still with you. I see many violet flame dragons around you. Mm. And welcome in.
Thank you, Hillary. To be held that way, to receive that was such a beautiful gift. Just to be with our Lemurian priestesses family, that was a remembrance and a healing that is so beautiful. I hope everyone can feel their multidimensionality. That's what it is. This is what it is. It's pure peace and authenticity and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is a beautiful sampling, a beautiful transmission of the frequencies that we can access from Mount Shasta, the Lemurian etheric web that is still on our planet. And so, as you all make your way back, you're welcome to share comments. You can ask a question. I see Linda has her hand up. We can get to that in just a moment. Hillary, when you offer transmissions like this, what do you feel as well? What do you sense?
I feel such an expansion through my heart, through and a connection to all of our hearts. I really feel that toroidal field of the heart.
Mm.
I feel with that multidimensional frequency, as you mentioned, a lot of peace, but also tingles of light through the body, little pulsations of light, and also just feeling bigger energetically, feeling more connected to faith, to the higher consciousness. Wow, I'm loving reading what people are sharing in the chat.
Yes, Judy saw herself in a tube of brilliant white light. Wow, so beautiful. And Nancy's so very emotional. Didn't want to leave, was in Mount Shasta last August. And if the world stood still, time stood still, we'd all be in Mount Shasta right now. Maybe all the other sacred sites, Machu Picchu, all of it. So time stands still, and here we are in this connection of now moment. I love it. Okay. So cool. Very, very good. So what I love, oh, I'm reading Daphne's. Do you see Daphne's comment there? She kept seeing the Statue of Liberty, originally called the Statue of Enlightenment. And she also saw the statue of personification of Portia, partner of Saint Germain.
Wow.
Wow, okay. And Patty, so glad you felt beautiful healing. She was in great pain due to trauma to her teeth, gums, and jaw in the past week. And during the transmission of the healing flame, she had a tingling sensation in her teeth and jaw. Wow. This is the experiential made real. Fallon says joints are looser, and it's something that needed healing. This is really the frequency of light, and we are being supported by the energies of this planet, the energies of Lemuria and Telos. Love it. Thank you so much.
Wow, Patty, I want to share that what the guides are saying when we feel that gentle tingling sensation when we're receiving a healing, that is a sign that the healing is entering the physical, whether that be the joints or the teeth or the jaw. That's really beautiful. And
Great.
there
All
will be a
right.
replay. Yes, of course.
Yes, there'll be a replay, and we're going to send you to a page where that replay will be on, so you can always watch that. Okay, so lovely. Lynn feels the beautiful Lemurian sisterhood. Yes. All right. And don't worry if you joined us late. We'll get that replay to you. To everyone who registered, you'll get a replay. Okay. So, this is just a precursor to a beautiful event coming up in just weeks as we go into this beautiful lion temple, the Lion's Gate of 8/8, and actually celebrating your birthday, Hillary. How beautiful and special and magic is this? So this is a great time to talk more about that beautiful opportunity to join you in Telos, to join you in Mount Shasta. And for those who cannot travel there in person, you don't need to. You can join us online. I'm going to drop a link right now into our Zoom room and on our YouTube channel. But we're so excited for this. Tell us more, please, Hillary.
Oh, I would love to. So I was in Mount Shasta in 2022 and I received a message from the councils within Telos to come back for my 40th birthday and to create a really special event where we just maybe had a 15-minute experience of communing with Telos. This will be like 10 hours, probably plus, of being within the temples of Telos. There are so many incredible temples, the Great Jade Temple, the Temple of the Violet Flame, and there I have received which temple works with each dimension. So, what I've been shown is that over the course of this experience, well, there will be a lot of energies. It's going to be the most powerful energy of the year because it's going to be the 8/8 along with a full moon in Aquarius, the energies of Mount Shasta. And what the Lemurian councils really guided is that we will have a full experience of each dimension of consciousness where we enter in this specific healing temple within Telos connected to that dimension of consciousness and do the chakra healing as well too so that we can clear dimensional distortions and more powerfully embody the multidimensional light body and our ability to attune ourselves to the 12th dimensional bandwidth, the 12th dimensional frequency bandwidth. So it will be a full experience within a Telos temple with each dimension of consciousness is a big, big part of it. That's kind of the main thing that's happening through the experience. But then we will also be working with specific guides on specific days. And on the actual 8/8 Lionsgate portal, we will be working with the Fairy Queen Council, the Lemurian Councils, and the Arcturian Councils. And what I was shown is that a lot of the turbulence that we've experienced energetically, that some people's toroidal fields have been kind of knock lopsided a little bit, have been imbalanced. They're like this, sort of. And how important the heart field, the toroidal field is in bringing in our heart's desires. So we're going to be doing a powerful balancing and healing of the heart field, and really working with when we are one with allowing that oneness, when nothing is in the way of us being able to access that full dimensional frequency bandwidth, what we can create in our lives. And then the second full day, where we're working more intentionally with the Arcturian Council, we will be entering into the temple and receiving the healing for each chakra and each dimension. But we're also going to work with the mental body and begin downloading a custom calibrated higher dimensional and much more supportive blueprint for the mind, so that we're bringing the mind and heart into deeper coherence. So it feels like it's going to be such a beautiful and potent 4 days with the energy of Mount Shasta. It's my 40th birthday. It's the 8/8 portal. It's going to be a full moon too, that if you were looking for something this year, or something for 8/8, or something where you can really spend a good amount of time receiving a really, really powerful reset and kind of multidimensional reboot and deep healing. I've been pouring hundreds of hours into this, even with the PDF that I mentioned to Loren a bit ago, and to all of you, that how it works is, one, you could join in person in Mount Shasta, or you can join the live stream. And what they always share with the live stream is that you don't have to come to the mountain. The energy of the mountain will come to you, the energy of the temple will come to you, and you will be held in these frequencies just as we were in this transmission. It's going to be such a beautiful and special experience. And when I shared it with Lauren, she asked that I was doing the in person. She asked if she could live stream so that everyone who may not be able to travel to Mount Shasta at this time can still receive all of these teachings and benefits. And as I mentioned, what I was called to is at the end, what I've been working on tens and probably over 100 hours, is this 55-page PDF, which is really such an amazing manual of the dimensions. So really, how can you understand that dimension in a practical level, what it means, what it represents? How can you access the frequency of that dimension, specific mantras for tapping into each dimension, a practice for each dimension, what temple will support you communing with that dimensional bandwidth, what chakra it's associated with. So there's 11 sections for each of the 12 dimensions, where I have been channeling and doing deep research and putting that together. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this, and you can learn more about it on the page, which I know Loren has put into the chat. But I want to share about the live stream a little bit more of the information about how it works practically, is that it is 2 days. So the live stream will be on the actual 8/8 from 12 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then the second day will be on the Sunday August 10th from 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And I will make sure all the transmissions are very active. If anybody can't be live, you do receive the replays. But day one, we will be working with the dimensions. We will be working with the temples within Telos, but it's really also about healing and expanding the heart field, rebalancing and recalibrating the heart field, the toroidal field. The second full day is called Reclaiming Your Multidimensional Majesty, where again, we will be working through the dimensions within the temples with the guides, but we will also be each individual will be downloading a custom calibrated new template for the mental body so that we can really be rebirthed in a lot of ways and bring the heart and mind more into that sacred marriage so we can kind of what I'm even being shown, like dust off just a lot of the suffering and a lot of the confusion and a lot of the challenge that we've been experiencing so that we can really access what the guides are saying is this multidimensional clarity to live our lives with more joy, to be in deeper well-being, to be more powerful creators, to call in more abundance. And that is really the energy of 8-8. It's expansion, it's abundance, it's Leo season, it's that um, fire in the heart, it's that courage in the heart.
It is a portal home to your cosmic heart. Truly, it is. Thank you so much for doing this and happy birthday. Really, it's a beautiful new decade for you. And this is a great way to anchor your light for you too to actually advance your healing abilities. And for everyone who's joining in person, going there to Mount Shasta, that is an extraordinary time. You will feel the frequencies. It is so beautiful. It is a great reflector too of you, and you'll be shown things. And even tuning in via the live stream, not being able to travel there in person is not an issue because as we are in the group energy, we are literally a pillar of light. And that is a lot of fun. And we'll be on Zoom in those hours and making a connection with the people on Zoom. And it's just a beautiful technology that allows us to even gather more intensely in this way. So we are excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, you'll find the link to that in the chat. Check it out. There's a special offering as well. We are actually giving $50 off from this moment for another week so that you can join and get that gift. So register and check it out. Anything you'd like to add about this, Hillary?
Yes, especially with the $50 off, but the pricing we've made really, really affordable for getting over 10 hours worth of content. So it's really those 2 full days to be together with Lauren and myself. She'll be the one hosting you on Zoom for 8-8 and then to have that full day together on Sunday the 10th as well too. It will be deeply transformative. And my guides share that all the time that through the quantum field, we are one together. All of these frequencies will come to you. You can astral travel to them. It's amazing how you can even receive both simultaneously, which is what happened in this transmission, where they say, we will bring the energies to you, and you can astral travel to the energies if you would like to as well. So, if you've been kind of curious about what you might do for the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, this is a really rare opportunity. It's my first time in 6 years doing an in-person event, which I've done many, many, many in-person trainings internationally and all around the world, but I have not done anything in person in 6 years, and I haven't live streamed an event like this. And with this deep love and purity that we will be accessing during these potent energies, as I mentioned, with 8-8, with full moon energies, bringing and receiving this deep love and purity will be so, so nurturing and nourishing and replenishing and will really, really help reset in so many ways. So I'm really, really grateful to be able to share this and to collaborate with Loren in this way where we can all walk through the portals again. So the hours of the dates, you will also receive, just to mention, you will also receive a lot of bonuses because when I take the trip to the mountain, I plan on recording different healing transmissions. So the amount that you receive, I mean, it will likely be 11, 12 hours worth of content. You will receive the replay for everything. But the first 5 hour day, which I kind of think of as a full day because 5 hours is a good amount of time, there will be a 30-minute break in between. But the first 5 hour day will be 12 to 5 p.m. on actual 8/8. And then the second 5 hour day will be 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on 8/10, which will be this Sunday, August 10th. And both of those times are in Pacific because I will be live streaming. Lauren will be in beautiful Costa Rica, and I will be live streaming from Mount Shasta, and we will bring all of those energies together. If anyone
Yes.
else has any other questions, I'd love to hear them too.
Yes, okay, thank you. So many people can't travel to the US in August. That's okay. Join us by the live stream. Hillary, what your birthday? What's the actual birthday for us to
It's
give
the
you?
12th. It is the
Okay,
12th. But
beautiful.
this is the celebration of the birthday. This is kind
Yes,
of what I'm doing for it, the week of it.
that is so beautiful, and that is a powerful number as well. Thank you for that.
It's the last day, the last day the portal is open because it is a kind of a window in which the Lionsgate portal is open, and the 12th is kind of the last day it's supposed to be open, and then the 13th the portal starts to close. So
Okay, well, actually, this is a beautiful window, and next week we're going to start to feel that gateway open. It's a very powerful time in July as we align with that Syrian Stargate. And I want to speak to Valerie. She says, if I'm not a feeler, will I still benefit? Oh my goodness. If you're not a feeler, that's just a clair that you may not be so active on yet, but there's other clairs that you have that will certainly benefit you in this. Hillary, what would you like to say on that?
that's one of my specialties. I'm like, if someone can't say they can't feel, come to me. That is one of my specialties. Trust me, you will be feeling during the full 2 days of that experience. And we will hold the intention for your ability to feel to come on. I always invite people if they say, I can't feel or I can't see, which I completely understand and have so much compassion for, to see if you can soften your grip on that. Work with a mantra like I am, with each breath I receive, I am feeling more. I am allowing myself to receive what I am to see what I am meant to see, to receive what I meant to receive. But yes, the benefits will be so multidimensional that if anybody feels I don't see or visualize or I don't feel the energy, it will still benefit you in so many ways. And I wouldn't be surprised if those senses started to come online during the experience because it will be a really, really powerful energy.
You will be experiencing high vibrations that will ripple through your life in miraculous, beautiful ways. So thank you for this, Hillary. Thank you for everyone for receiving the transmission today. We hope that you join us for the live stream. Again, watch your email. We're going to send that link to the replay, and we'll also send you the link to the live stream with the bonus for the $50 off. A beautiful opportunity to enter the gateway, the Syrian Stargate, the Lion's Gate in Lemuria with the Arcturian guides, the fairy councils, and the Lemurian councils as well. What a beautiful gathering. What a beautiful homecoming. And we are so excited. Wow, Hillary, this is wonderful. Any last thing that you'd like to share as we close our sacred circle today?
Oh, thank you. Well, I see that Sherry said she's turning 70 on July 30th, so I wanted to say happy birthday to Sherry. Anyone Patty said with the timing conflict, I would really recommend to still join us, and you can join via the replay. I won't probably for another at least 5 years be offering an event on the Lionsgate. There will be nothing like this happening again. I won't be doing another in-person event for at least 5 years. Like, this is not something that happens yearly. What is happening this year will never be happening again in this way. And I don't mean to say it in that way, but I just want to be very truthful and honest in case someone's like, oh, she probably does stuff like this all the time. I'll do the next one. Nothing like this is ever happening again. I wouldn't be, it's been 6 years since I've done an in-person event. This is my first time live streaming a longer event like this. It is not something I normally do, and I've been shown I won't be doing it again for years to come. I really energetically charge everything I'm doing. So whether someone's in person, joining via Zoom, or joining on a replay, I ensure that they receive the fullness of the energies no matter what. So all of the replays will be available. And again, with Sherry's birthday and anyone else who's sharing celebrating a birthday, in July, in August, maybe in September, it's also a beautiful way for us to come to celebrate our birthdays together. We have a woman joining us who is celebrating her 90th birthday, and she's coming in person. And her 90th birthday is on the actual 8/8 portal, which I think is so fun and beautiful. So, we're going to have a few people with us celebrating their birthdays. And I'm sending such a happy birthday to everyone who will be celebrating, to Linda, to Lisa, and I would love to close with having everyone, if you're available to close your eyes for a moment again and really tune in to that tube of light from your heart that is still active within the Jade Temple. Breathing in the immortal flame of healing. Feeling that tube of light from your tailbone to the pink diamond in the core iron crystal. The oneness with the first dimension. Breathing in the love of the mother. And that tube of light connecting your crown to the heart of Source. Breathing in the love of Source. The 11 high priestesses on the Lemurian Council are sealing this transmission with so much love, beauty, and wisdom. And their final message is for you to feel connected, to feel the connection to how many beings of light are supporting you, are cheering you on, are witnessing you, are loving you. Breathe that in. Allow yourself to feel that love. And thank you so much. Thank you.
We are truly feeling that love and feeling that connection. And there is no worry. It's so beautiful here. It's peaceful, it's harmonized, it's serene, it's love, it's us, it's our essence. May you carry this into your world, radiate it to your world. It shifts our planet into new earth. New earth is that frequency. And we're so grateful for all of you being here and receiving this transmission in the Jade Temple with the Lemurian priestesses. And I want to say, Harold, happy birthday to you too. You are also in that portal of the 8/8. So wonderful. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Hillary, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, we invite everyone to join us in this magical journey. It's going to be really special, unique, and magnificent. Thank you all for being here. We love you. Thank you. Bye and namaste.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.